That was mean. I wasn't even live. That was hectic.
Hello and welcome. I'm Andrew Voss. Here we go. We're underway. Fisher Harris there to field the kick and met front on by that tackle. He's got momentum. Two defenders put an end to his run. That's the first of 6.
Jackson for the
Gives it
workhorse.
on. Stopped by the defence. The defence snuffs out the chance of an offload.
Who's going to make the big run in this set to ease the pressure?
Delivering the short ball with a quick pass. Pompey powers forward. And he'll be forced to play. He's halfway through this set. Plays it on the halfway line. Finds support. He breaks through the
Back
defence.
into a picky, eh?
What a run.
Little Wax City there.
What a try.
Yeah, boy, clip it.
Fabulous try.
The Warriors have gone the distance in scoring that try, Bossy. This team have the skill to attack from anywhere and are very dangerous when they're in this kind of mood. Absolutely stunning play.
Conversion in front of the posts. Right in front and 2 points.
Always a good way to settle the nerves, if there are any.
The kickoff is long. Egan collects it on the full. Fends off the defence. Darting
Go
along.
Eagle.
He just
Go
keeps
Eagle.
going and going and going.
Ah, fuck.
Utilising the chip.
Keep pushing the wrong button.
Stretches, desperate, gets the try. The Warriors have had the try awarded, and that'll put more points on the board. Egan got in good position, timed their run, and reaps the reward for a good piece of play. Well done. 2 points from the kick. He really drives this kickoff. And he's right in position to field the kick. With a hit up. Shoves his way through.
He's
Get
proving
off,
elusive.
bro.
Past the halfway line.
Just
Look at
jog
him.
it over
Down
there.
to a jog. Doing it easy.
Yeah.
4 points again. The onslaught continues. The Eels. Defence looking very, very ordinary out there. We're only minutes into the match, and already the game is slipping away.
The visitors are struggling to adapt here. Amazing how different they look away from home.
And they'll pick up the points. Boyd is having a sensational game with a boot. Goes long. Good positional play. He's there for the kick. Beats a tackle. It's still on.
Topicky. Straight through the gap.
He's all on his own. With a dive, he gets there. What a 4-pointer that is.
The Warriors have scored a marvellous long-range try here, and the crowd are absolutely stunned by this play. Their opposition had no answer in stopping that try.
Lands the goal. That's 2 points.
The coach will be over the moon with this performance so far. Still a long way to go, though.
Kicks long. Boyd latches onto that kick. Capewell surges forward in the tackle. And he's stopped in that one. That's the first. Passes wide. Throws himself into the defence.
Lecker the wrecker.
He's almost made his way through.
Coach will be happy with that chase.
Look at that pass. Beats a man. Harris DeVita breaks through the defence. The Warriors unable to break through. They reach tackle 3. Clark.
Well done.
And with a step. With a
Oh,
line
so
break.
picky again.
They notch the 4-pointer in front. They are smoking.
That try was something else. The crowd knew they were going to get their money's worth turning up today. What we just saw then was exactly the case. Fantastic try.
2 more points.
It's funny what momentum can do in rugby league. especially when you've got a crowd like this urging you on.
The Warriors lead by 30. Goes deep with a kick-off. That's good positional play to take the kick. And he's run into a good tackle there. Still trying to make metres as he's brought down after that good run. That's one. Plays it. Looks and turns the ball inside. Takes the hit up. That's a power play, that fit. A snappy pass. And another try. Notch a four-pointer in front of their home fans.
The Warriors will be stunned at how easy they scored this try. The opposition were dropping off like flies in defence. And in the end, it was just a simple stroll to the try.
That makes sense.
Fails to land the goal. If I had $1 for every fan who just said, I could have kicked that, I'd be rich. Moses restarts play. Egan under it. Brushes off the defence. That's a very good run. In space.
Far too easy. Has all the time in the world.
The carnage continues. Look at the local fans. They love it.
The Warriors have scored a try from deep inside their own half with some excellent individual skill. You can't relax against this side
trying to
when
get
they're
in
in
my
this
way.
sort of move. They can get you from anywhere.
Conversion right in front of the black dot.
Even money. I'm sure you'd find some takers in the crowd.
That's a goal.
Always a great way to settle things down. Get some points on the board.
Keen chase needed on the long kickoff. It's a turnover of possession. And some powerful defence coming in.
Chasing together. That's what we like to see.
Rushes into dummy half. Wateni Zalesnia. And offloads the ball. He's clear of another. Good play. They grab some decent territory. Plays the ball. Tries a back pass inside. Breaks through the line. They're in hot pursuit.
Go Clarkie.
Spectacular try. But it's just not funny anymore. Call it, ref. Blow the whistle. End the misery. Right in front of the posts. I reckon he can throw it over. Boyd is striking them well tonight. As the stats show, they have nailed 6 from 7. Successful with a conversion. The Warriors lead by 46. Kicks it off deep. Capewell able to take that catch. Pushing the defence away. Breaks through another tackle. What a run this is.
Capewell.
Like a thief in the night.
Cunts.
He's in the clear. That try is right underneath the black dot.
Another try scored in quick succession here, and the opposition are really under the pump. The coach will be fuming right now.
Conversion is successful. The Warriors gave them the kicking duties and they've proven to be a superb choice.
The ref will never fuck. Oh, the commentators will never say that shit.
The kickoff
About
is
this
deep.
dude.
Tuapiki marks the ball. Batters his way through that tackle. Breaks the defence. Breaking
Fucking
his way through the line.
way too quick, bro.
Blast through the 40.
Down to a jog.
I think even the referee liked that one. That's a great 4-pointer.
A superb individual try this. He made the opposition look very amateur in defence at 6s and 7s. This guy's a superstar.
He should have no troubles with this one.
Not to offend Vossi, but if he misses this, I think I'll sign off early and go home.
It's a goal.
The Warriors will take a lot of confidence from that, and I'd say we'll be looking to push on. Important set of 6 coming up for both sides.
Moses restarts play. Tuapiki takes it on the full. He surges forward. He's tackled after making good
This
meters.
Khan Pereira.
At dummy half. Good vision. Passes long. Khan Pereira. That's a good ball and all tackle.
The defence is struggling here.
Sends that pass out. Turns it inside. He goes straight through.
Bark into a
past the
picky
30-metre mark. Well, they are smoking. Many great try scorers have achieved this feat. 5 tries in the one game. Tuapiki becomes one of them and might not be finished yet. Bangs it through for a goal. What a match they are having.
Close, Chet, close.
There's plenty of depth to that kick-off. Harris DeVita catches it on the full. Not a bad run, this.
He can run.
This is a huge run.
Fucking overs.
No effort on the chase.
They won't catch him here.
With a dive, he scores. And the home crowd is hanging out of their trees. What a try. Now the chance to add the extras. Boyd is kicking well in this match. And that's shown by their stats. So far, they have converted 10 from 11. Unable to get the extra 2. Shame that. He'll be disappointed with himself there. He's been having a good game so far. Really should have squared that one away. Drives this kickoff long. Running along. Tuapiki bursts through the line. He's got momentum. Wrapped up. No way through. Play the ball now. Oh, good ball.
Oh, Rog.
Ball and all tackle.
Oh, no,
a bit disappointing. They've been terrible. They need radical improvement.
That is a pass, Cameron. He's through the line. Pompey driving forward. The Warriors throwing themselves against the defensive line, unable to break through.
Beautiful.
Past another. Has a look and flicks it inside. Locked up, 20 metres out. That's 4. Comes up with a play the ball. Tuivasa-Sheck.
Nice pass.
The Warriors are over the line.
Super try there, but with no disrespect to the try scorer, there were some terrible tackle attempts along the way. The coach will be very disappointed in the defensive effort in that set.
Shot at goal still to come, and a chance for another 2 points. Boyd is in great form with a boot, and they now have 10 from 12. Judges that one to perfection. Moses restarts play. Boyd there to field the kick. Tuivasa-Sheck. And almost beats the defence.
The safer option taken there.
Gets the dummy half. Snappy pass. Bit of gusto in the hitter. Breaks through. Darts away.
He just keeps going and going and going.
They've notched another 4 points.
Easy.
The onslaught continues. The Eels. Defence looking very, very ordinary out there. We're only minutes into the match, and already the game is slipping away.
Well, if your
It's
pulse
already
isn't
slipped
racing,
away. It's
call
80
an
nil
ambulance,
kill.
because your heart may have just stopped. Brilliance. Pure brilliance.
Well done. 2 points from the kick. Boyd is having a sensational game with the boot. That is all power and strength.
Tonight, we've seen some solid running, dominating, and apparently lacklustre defensively.
Tuapiki decides to run from dummy half. They're closing the gap.
They're showing little resistance now.
That pleases the crowd.
6
Well, Eastern
tries,
Suburbs
bro.
great Dave Brown did it twice in 35. And here we are. We have a player doing it in the modern game. Tuapiki, take a bow. Why not take 6?
Oh, that's poor. That is so very poor. They've strolled in to score the simplest of tries you will ever see.
And they'll pick up the points.
The coach will be over the moon with this performance so far. Still a long way to go, though.
Goes long. Tuapicky with a good catch. They've got the numbers. Have a look at this run. Blast through the 20. That is yet another 4-pointer. The Warriors have had the try awarded, and that'll put more points on the board. Tuapicky got in good position, timed their run, and reaps the reward for a good piece of play.
The visitors are struggling to adapt here. Amazing how different they look away from home.
He just banged that one over.
Always a good way to settle the nerves, if there are any.
Decides the deep kick is the way to go.
Close to 100-0 at half-time.
Brings it up. Bamboozles the defence with a step. He shrugs off another. Past the halfway line. He is unstoppable.
Look at him, down to a job, doing it easy.
That's a fabulous 4-pointer.
The Warriors have scored a marvellous long-range try here, and the crowd are absolutely stunned by this play. Their opposition had no answer in stopping that
I don't think that kick was ever going to miss.
try. It's funny what momentum can do in rugby league, especially when you've got a crowd like this urging you on.
Moses restarts play. Tuapicky latches onto that kick. What a run! Has found open space.
Go, son.
No chasers in sight. That try right beneath the block.
Fucking hell, 8 tries, bro.
8 tries in one match has not been seen since Frank Burge did it back in round 7 of 1920. Boyd has the ball on the kicking tee.
Well, Vossi, I'm sure he'd like to convert this kick and take the points.
Boyd hasn't been too troubled by these kicks, as is evident by their kicking stats. They now have 15 from 17. Kicks long. Good positional play. He's there for the kick. Makes a tackle. Breaks the line. Halted by the defence. That's the first of 6. Looking for the flanks with that pass. Gets the ball. That's the halftime siren. And that brings us to an end of the first half. Cameron... Back from half-time, and we are underway. Iongi collects it on the full. Well, that's a nice how do you do.
Fucking look at that try.
Notch a 4-pointer in front of their home fans. And there's a shot at goal to come.
Even money. I'm sure you'd find some takers in the crowd.
Boyd is a decent kicker, and the stats show they have landed 16 from 18. Lands the goal. That's 2 points.
Yeah, boy.
Keen chase needed on the long kick-off. That's good positional play to take the kick. With a fend.
That's an alarming amount of missed tackles tonight. It's like they're playing with the lights off.
Plays the ball. Lovely pass. With a hitter. Promising run this. Has found space.
He's away.
They've snaffled.
Alright, let's do some subs, bro. Fish, you gotta come off.
The 4-pointer.
Good try that, Vossi. The build-up was impressive, and in the end, the defence had no answer for that piece of brilliance there.
Look at the focus as he lines this one up. Boyd is striking them well tonight, as the stats show they have nailed 17 from 19. Helps himself to 2 points.
Their fans will be very pleased with what they're seeing here. Very pleased.
Goes deep with the kick-off. And he's right in position to field the kick. Misses the tackle. Boyd driving forward. Good play. They grab some decent territory.
We're seeing far too many line breaks against the visitors. They're getting punished out there.
Through the first line of defence. He's shut down there by the defence.
The Eels really need to aim up in defence here. Too many line breaks for the opposition.
Vimalga. Superb tackle. He plays the ball on halfway.
The defence is struggling to hold them here.
Rushes into dummy half. To a picky. He's clear of another. With a good run.
Like a thief in the night.
They pick up another.
The Warriors have scored a try from deep inside their own half with some excellent individual skill. You can't relax against this side when they're in this sort of mood. They can get you from anywhere.
Nails it. Kicks it off deep. Alasima able to take that catch. Stopped by the defence. He's got momentum. He's caught by the defence.
Chasing together. That's what we like to see.
Finds support. Quick with the pass. And some powerful defence coming in.
Absolutely no way through there.
Plays it. Shovels it wide. Gives it on. Chasing well. One-handed offload. Evades that tackle.
With the amount of broken tackles tonight, I'd be checking their lockers for sticks of butter.
At dummy half. Finds support inside. Ooh. Crushed like a bulb of garlic. Plays it on the halfway line. Wateni Zalesnia. He breaks through. They're looking to spoil his party. Another 4 points. Another try. Tries like that'll keep the fans coming in.
That try was something else. The crowd knew they were going to get their money's worth turning up today. What we just saw then was exactly the case. Fantastic try.
And that's through. The Warriors gave them the kicking duties and they've proven to be a superb choice. He really drives this kickoff. Harris DeVita marks the ball. What a step. What a run this is.
Either he's good or they've forgotten it's tackle football.
Eventually tackled by the defence. That's one. Oh, good ball. Sends the attack wide. Crashes to the ground. Second of 6 tackles there. Passes long. Vimalga. Met front on. Play the ball now. Harris DeVita.
Well done.
They kick downfield. Didn't use all 5 tackles there.
Look at that.
He's kicked the 40-20 with his team
Flip
well
it.
in front. Play restarts with a tap. Harris DeVita. Commanding plenty of respect from 2 defenders. That's tackle 1. Comes up with a play the ball. Niakorte. Now with a hitter. He surges forward. The crowd here like that try.
Another try scored in quick succession here. And the opposition are really under the pump. The coach will be fuming right now.
They'll have the chance for another 2 now. Boyd is in great form with a boot. And they now have 20 from 22. 2 more points.
The Warriors will take a lot of confidence from that, and I'd say we'll be looking to push on. Important set of 6 coming up for both sides.
Moses restarts play. Explodes through the defence. This is a huge run.
I'm losing count with how many runs this bloke has made.
Lunges, stretches, desperate, gets the try. A splendid effort to score.
Defence is about commitment, trusting your teammate next to you, and finally, the execution. I saw none of that in that play. Folks, you won't see an easier try scored than this.
Adds the 2 points. What a match they are having.
I wonder if I get that 60 points, make it 200.
Kicks off deep into enemy territory. Vimalga there to field the kick. And he's met front on. They show no mercy in that tackle. Tests the defence with a short ball. Dragged down. Gets the dummy half. Pompey.
Nice pass.
Grabbed by the defence.
Who's going to make the big run in this set to ease the pressure?
There's metres to be made from dummy half. Breaks through another tackle.
It's hard to tell if the attack is brilliant or the defence is dire. Either way, the stats tell the story.
Forced backwards. Is tackled after making good metres.
The defence is struggling here.
That play the ball on the 20-metre line. That's a long pass. Caught by a pair of defenders. They just keep on coming here. Loops it over the top. Kicks the football very high. Iongi takes it on the full. Restart at the 20-metre line.
This is the perfect position to start their set. They'll be looking to capitalise from here.
Referee has called a scrum now. That is a pass, Cameron. Runs past the defence. Tuapiki powers through the defence. 4 points again. A fabulous try.
The Warriors have gone the distance in scoring that try, Vossi. This team have the skill to attack from anywhere and are very dangerous when they're in this kind of mood. Absolutely stunning play.
That kick right on line. 2 points. Boyd is having a sensational game with the boot. Drives this kick off long. Running along. Shrugs off the tackle. Good pressure from the chasers.
He can run.
Big metres made here.
A very simple run to the try line now.
Yes! He's over. The Warriors have had the try awarded, and that'll put more points on the board. Boyd got in good position, timed their run, and reaps the reward for a good piece of play.
One key ingredient is being able to compete on the road, Vossi, and this is not a good example.
There's plenty of depth to that kickoff. Boyd catches it on the full with a quick pass. Which way did he go?
Tonight, we've seen some solid running, dominating, and apparently lacklustre defensive line.
Lays it off. Boyd. He's got momentum. Contained by the defence.
That's what the coach likes to see. Body on the line stuff.
Brings it up. Pompey. Hard to contain. And look at this. Is dragged to the ground. And the attack just keeps on coming. Feeds it on. Beats a tackle.
He's proving elusive.
Tuapiki with momentum. And he's stopped in that one.
They need to get their act together, Vossi.
Sends that pass out. Chips it ahead. Captured by the defence. 5 tackles. Cut-out ball. Alasima. They're closing in.
Oh.
Simonson puts him away. They've got the momentum in attack. They're going to back themselves here to come up with a try. Healy powers forward. They've done it again. Well, they're off to a very good start here. They want to continue putting the pressure on.
A superb individual try this. He made the opposition look very amateur in defence at 6s and 7s. This guy's a superstar.
Well done.
Won't
2
crack
points
that
from the
200.
It's funny what momentum
good
can do in
enough
rugby
fighting
league,
for them.
especially when you've got a crowd like this urging you on.
Decides the deep kick is the way to go. Tuapiki latches onto that kick. Manages to get through the tackle. With a line break. Referee calls held. That's the first of 6. Delivering the short ball. Pompey. He breaks through the defence. Khan Pereira.
Great pass.
No effort on the chase.
Look at him. Down to a jog. Doing it easy.
And there it is. Notch a
Khan
4-pointer in
Pereira.
front of their home fans.
The home crowd are going absolutely bonkers after that scintillating try. The opposition were absolutely bamboozled with defence and had no answer to it.
2 points on offer as he lines this kick up.
Well, Vossi, I'm sure he'd like to convert this kick and take the points.
A couple of points to the tally there.
Probably make 170 something.
The kickoff is deep. Good positional play. He's there for the kick. Says out of my way, brah. Boyd surges forward in the tackle. He's tackled there, and he's made good ground.
The safer option taken there.
Passes wide. And he'll be forced to play.
Takes the safe option.
Plays the ball. Snappy pass. Twinkle toes.
That's an alarming amount of missed tackles tonight. It's like they're playing with the lights off.
Plays it on the halfway. Eromir Toava. They collide in the tackle. He's beaten one. Now he's beaten two.
Oh, the footwork. He's running them ragged.
Still trying to make metres as he's brought down after that good run.
They're in dire straits at the moment.
Lovely pass. Passes. Silvasishek driving forward. Rounded up by the defence. Maintaining their advantage in attack. A good chase will be rewarded. That is a super take. Ball and all tackle. That is the first tackle. Moses. Right on defence.
And aren't the home fans happy about it?
Looks and turns the ball inside. The Eels unable to break through. That's the third. Sends it back inside. He's got defenders closing. He's shut down there by the defence. Rushes into dummy half. Good vision. Passes long. And he's right in position to field the kick. Good burst, this one.
Surely the guy needs a rest. Where is he finding this energy?
Good play. They grab some decent territory.
Coach will be happy with that chase.
Loops a pass. Alasima shovels it on. He's beaten two. Breaking his way through the line. Khan Pereira. Nice try, that one. And the scoreboard attendant has kept busy. It's another try.
Absolutely brilliant. That passage of play started from inside their own half. This team can score from anywhere, and it was perfectly demonstrated there. Take a look.
Good kick, and they'll get the points. Kicks long. Tuapiki under it. Very effective tackle, that one.
Chasing together.
That's how the
That's what we like to see.
crumbles.
And that'll be all there's time for. Well, Cameron, that ended up being quite a lopsided.
They